it covers some major external parts of our large color-coded brain. And this biggest part is a cerebrum. It's made up of two cerebral hemispheres. That's one cerebral hemisphere, another cerebral hemisphere. That's the cerebellum. And in the cerebrum, you have these grooves called sulci. Sulcus is singular. And there are raised areas called gyri. Gyrus is singular. And a large sulcus is called a fissure. And this one's called a lateral fissure. And this is a longitudinal fissure. Some major parts of the cerebrum is divided into different lobes. Think of what bone is over the lobe. This is the frontal lobe. This is the parietal lobe. This green and yellow is the occipital lobe. And this is the temporal lobe. There's a groove right here called the central sulcus or central fissure. It divides the frontal lobe from the parietal lobes. And there's a precentral gyrus in front of that central fissure, a precentral gyrus, and a postcentral gyrus posterior to that central fissure. And an inferior view of the same brain. We have the frontal lobe, temporal lobes. This little large area right here is called the pons. This is the medulla oblongata. There's the cerebellum. This little thing right here is pituitary gland. These are optic nerves. And where the optic nerves cross is called the optic chiasm. And then neurons from the optic nerves go towards the back of the brain along the optic tract. These are the olfactory bulbs. Correction, these are the olfactory nerves. And they're made up of this wider area, the olfactory bulb, the olfactory tract.